Is about 1,800 years old. It was discovered in the 1960s, and when it was being excavated, the Department of Transport said they were going to build a motorway across the top.
Oh yeah,
That's really good.
Fortunately, the people excavating it were able to raise some money to have this steel vault built over the top to protect it.
Oh.
So the motorway is now 9 meters above our heads.
Yeah, that's where you can hear the voice of the
That's
cars going
only
on.
just, yeah.
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 That's
So
really
it was part of a working farm called Dicket Mead Villa. So this bathhouse was attached to a residence,
okay.
and it was quite a big estate. So there was another residence over in this direction, and also another bathhouse over in that direction.
But they could only save this one.
This was the only one that was saved, the others are underground. So they discovered them, but they're buried underground. Only this one is preserved. So it was a private bathhouse. In April of 1970, they started to dig on this site. They had no idea what was here. They started digging.
As they were doing the roadway works, like motorway works.
This was before the road.
Yeah, okay.
By September of 1970, they discovered this underground. So it started like this, and by September they found this. They were amazed, and found more structures. They found the residence.
So according to the the archaeologists, people were here and they were like,
These were British people who lived here, who were living below ground. This is the heating system we can see. When it so that was how we think it looked like in when it was built.
but like the name says Roman baths, says it's a bathing place, or what was the place?
Yeah, it was for bathing, to taking a bath. So basically it had, over on this side was a cold room. So they would go into the cold room and take off their clothes, go into the warm room, the tepid area, and the slaves would rub oil onto their bodies. There'd be a slave to rub oil onto their bodies, because soap wasn't invented then, they put oil.
Yes.
Then they would go into the cold area, the hot room, which was like a sauna, make you sweat.
Right.
And then they scrape the oil off their body, scrape off the dirt.
Okay.
Then they would go into a hot bath, which was over here, to wash off any more oil. And finally, a cold bath, where the statue is sitting there, jump into a cold bath to close the pores on your body, so the dirt didn't go back in.
Exactly.
It would take about 3 or 4 hours to go through this procedure. And it was a good, nice thing to do. They would meet with their friends and their families.
And have a little chat.
Have a chat, yeah, and it was a nice thing. Every day, they would do this every day. This was not a public bathhouse, it was private for the family. So yeah, men, women, children would. This belonged to a British family who worked in the farm.
This is also nice.
Yeah.
We go into historical places, find out what according to that place says.
A Verulamium, which is now called St Albans.
Yeah, we have been to Verulamium Museum as well. Yeah,
Okay.
that's really nice.
So it's on the Roman road between Verulamium and Colchester, which was another big
Yeah,
Roman
we
city.
have been to Stone Age as well.
Oh right, okay, that's
Yeah.
of course in the
First we went to that museum.
Hot gases from the fire would heat under the floor to make the floor hot here, and then the smoke would come up through the flue like a chimney in the wall, so the walls were also hot. So it made the whole hot room hot. That's how it worked.
So I guess this place is only built for private, like you said, but it might be maybe rich people
Yeah,
of their time.
that's right. They were operating the farm. So it was a busy place, a farm being worked, and they would be getting money from running the farm.
Yeah, you know, Welwyn has a lot of farms. But the amazing thing is that they have used the stone and stuff like that, like Roman build themselves. Because we have been to British Museum, and we have
Yeah.
Roman things, and a lot of
Right.
things are like relatable. They're built with all these things.
This was built from local materials. These flint stones are very common in this area. So they used the flint stones plus Roman bricks, which are the flat bricks here,
Like that
made
one,
from
okay,
local
yeah.
clay.
Yes.
So it's made from local clay to build these
The layer
this
with
structure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking
Yes, up with their friends and family, and
So afternoon, like before they have an evening meal, do you know?
probably yeah.
Quite time consuming activity. Yeah, it's true. Right, yeah.
Which was on the side, all that was gone.
Okay.
There was also another one
artifacts found not just on this site but also in and around the some are found at Watkins across the road, some are found at the village, and the skeleton belongs to the site which is buried in the village and found about 30 to